After moving down to Georgia to be an educator, started a relationship with Shauna, and it was 3 years after dating that we got engaged. And then we had 2 beautiful little girls. It was Saturday morning, very common. I'm up at 5:30, I go start the coffee, I sit in the kitchen, have a cup of coffee. It's Saturday morning, she loved to sleep. But that morning she woke up early. And I asked her, I was like, well, what do you want to do? And she was like, you know what, let's take today off. Let's let the girls wake up whenever they wake up. Let's take them in the car, let's go to Waffle House. We got on U Harley Road, and knowing that we were going less than 2 miles up the road, a blur of black came flashing around the corner of a bend of the road. Didn't really process what it was until it got just a little bit closer and I recognized that it was a car, and it hit the right front corner of our vehicle. I could hear my girl screaming, and I was trying to process what to do next. And I saw Shauna's head start from her right shoulder, slowly roll over to her left shoulder, and then slump. And I just screamed. The woman who held our family together was gone. There's no picking up the pieces.
Dominic cut straight to my soul. Having to be an advocate when all I wanted to do was be his friend, to hug him and to wrap my arms around him and tell him it's gonna be okay and take care of him. I knew that my job was to do that as the attorney. He actually contacted another firm first, and he said I did not get a good feeling, and they didn't give me any guidance. I was scared to death. I just lost my wife. I knew that working with law enforcement, working with SCIRT team, working with local law enforcement, I was going to do everything I possibly could so that I could be there on the forefront and not sit back. I think that's what happens a lot of times. A lot of times personal injury attorneys say, oh, well, the criminal investigation is just going on, and I'm just gonna sit back because it's not my turn yet. Oh, yes, it is. 4.5, almost 5 years. No, actually, strike that, over 5 years. They've offered 0. The offer on the table from them for the value of her life is 0. We're offering nothing. Every opportunity that I gave them prior to this the answer was just no. And so going into mediation, I was excited about the prospect of at least hearing them say, maybe she's not worth 0. That's really what I wanted. That's what I wanted more than anything. I will say this, in the last 2 weeks, I knew it was absolute game time because we are going to trial if we don't get it resolved at mediation, and this is it. And you talk about cases that may or may not resolve at the courthouse steps, right? That's kind of the proverbial, oh, at the courthouse steps, right? You're walking in and you get it, which rarely happens, very rarely happens. So I knew that mediation was going to be our opportunity to talk, to truly have a conversation. But you have to remember, these people have been telling me that I'm only ever going to get 30,000. We're not going to get this. We're not going to get that. I had no idea what number they were going to bring, but I knew damn well what number I was going to fight for. And that was the value of her life. I did so many little things early on in that criminal action, even when it wasn't my turn, that absolutely and directly influenced the outcome of this case. And believe it or not, after the long 5-year history, I did need the evidence, and I was right. And to hear the insurance company go, at the end of the day, yeah, you were right.
I had a feeling that when Zach called, we were going to be talking about how they needed more time, because that's what's been happening for 5 years. And then when we got on the Zoom call and I saw that he wasn't in his office, it was very casual, he was in his car. And he said, we settled. The weight just flew off. And my shoulders fell back and my chest puffed up, knowing that for the first time in 5 years, I was going to get control back. When you finally find someone who looks at you as a human, who is suffering and they want to take some of that suffering away from you, those are the most impactful and powerful people you could ever meet in life. And from day one, Zach was that person.
Shauna DiAgostino was an exceptional person. It is very, very clear that I'm at a loss because I did not know her personally. I just wanted somebody to know in an objective, sit-down audience kind of way, here's how special this beautiful woman was.